Hallihallöchen, liebe Leute, und willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Tales of Berseria. So, wir sind in dem kleinen Örtchen Haria angekommen, haben einen innovativen kleinen Burschen getroffen, der neue Gele herstellen will. Beziehungsweise er hat sie hergestellt, überlegt sich nur, wie er sie vermarkten soll. Wir sind auf dem Weg eigentlich hierher, um mit Grimoire herauszufinden, ja, was es in mit diesem Buch auf sich hat, was wir gefunden haben. Da es dabei um die alte Sprache geht, die wir selbst ja nicht lesen können. So, und hier gibt es ein paar nette Gegenstände, die nehmen wir gleich mal mit. Ja, und dann nehmen wir uns mal das Räumchen. Anscheinend haben sie ja nicht wirklich viele Gäste.
Any rooms open?
Yep. Just finished cleaning, in fact. You can help yourself to that room there.
Okay.
All right, time to start deciphering this scroll.
Let's wait somewhere outside so Grim can concentrate.
Do you think maybe I could stay and watch? I really do want to study the ancient tongue. I promise I'll be quiet and not get in your way, teacher.
Oh.
What did you just say, child?
Frau Lehrerin.
That I'd be quiet and...
No, what did you call me?
Teacher? You said you didn't want to be called ma'am.
Vielleicht ist Frau Lehrerin besser, ja.
Yes, satisfactory.
Oh.
All right. I'll teach you how to read ancient Avarost.
Thank you so much, teacher.
We'll leave you two
Oh,
alone
süß.
then. Let us know if anything comes
Ach,
up.
unser kleiner Laffy. Süß. Ah, sind wir plötzlich alleine unterwegs, glaube ich. Ja, tatsächlich. Ja, dann quatschen wir mal die Leute an und gucken einfach mal, was wir hier noch über die Gegend so erfahren können. Rocco ist anscheinend auf dem Markt und schaut sich da ein bisschen um. Ah, da unten sind die Damen da drüben.
Listen, I don't know what they told you in Isolde, but our village has its own traditions.
Okay.
This village is under the divine protection of the Empyrean Aminoch.
Ah, das haben sie ja auch in Isolde erzählt, dass da die Leute hier an Amenoch glauben.
The sacred rites of worship. And sometimes they even deliver us his words and will.
And there's still a priestess today?
Of course. And her daughter is training to become our next priestess.
Okay.
Although
ist doch schön.
I sometimes feel they push themselves too hard. Both mother and daughter are giving their all for Haria, but the Abbey doesn't care about any of that. And they stole our temple from us.
By force?
An exorcist named Teresa came and heard us out.
Natürlich, Teresa war
But from the
hier.
very beginning, she always intended on taking our temple. Her words may have been kind, but that doesn't change the fact that she demanded that we worship her god.
Innominat, ja.
In all the years we've worshipped Aminoch,
Super.
not once did we ever try to force others to adopt our beliefs.
Why haven't I seen this priestess she's talking about?
Eben, diese Priesterin haben wir bisher noch nicht gesehen, genauso wenig wie ihre Tochter. Ob da irgendwas im Busch ist? Mal sehen. So, schauen wir uns noch ein bisschen um. Da sind noch ein paar ältere Herren, die könnten über ein paar interessante Informationen verfügen. Wenn ich wüsste, wie ich mit denen zu sprechen habe.
Do you plan on just giving up?
Da.
Palamedes is Aminoch's temple. The priestess isn't the only one whose job it is to protect that temple. It's the duty of everyone born in this village.
Why did the Abbey need Aminoch's temple badly enough to risk causing this much unrest?
Ja,
But
eben.
how will we protect our village from the demons if the Abbey abandons us? Besides, we won't be able to do business with the people of Isolde anymore.
Our faith in Aminoch has nothing to do with the demons. When the priestess gets back, I'm going with her to protest.
The demon blight changed everything. Will we never be able to return to the way things were?
The way things were.
Okay, die sehen sich nach den alten Zeiten, als sie noch in aller Ruhe an ihre eigene Gottheit glauben konnten oder ja, selbst auch an Innominat glauben konnten. Und hier sind ein paar echt hübsche Schwerter.
So she digs being called teacher. What Laphicet?
She wasn't so fond of ma'am, so I guess he figured he needed an alternative.
You can tell how badly he wanted to help her with the languagey work. I think our Malak boy's finally finding himself.
So it would seem.
Ja, bin schon gespannt, was aus unserem kleinen Laphicet wird. Im Moment macht das sich ja wie so ein kleiner Gelehrter.
What connection do you think there is between the violent demon Teresa mentioned and this village?
Couldn't tell you.
Could there have been a demon blight breakout here? This village doesn't look like it's been attacked, but...
Whatever it is, If it keeps the Abbey's eyes off us for once, that's good enough for me.
You really will use anything and everything towards your own aims, won't you?
Yep, and that includes you, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Ja, irgendwas Merkwürdiges ist hier im Gange. Ob uns Magilu darüber was erzählen kann? Sie scheint ja weltgewandt zu sein, aber...
Banning local religions. The Abbey sure knows how to oppress the populace.
I'd imagine that comes part and parcel with spreading the good word. Other gods would only get in the way.
From what we overheard, it sounds like they've taken over Amenoch's temple, Palamedes, to use as their base of operations.
Sealing it off would be provocative enough, but straight up taking it over? Not a lot of so-called reason to that. Unless... Do you think they need it for some other purpose?
Shrug.
Gute Frage. Vielleicht führen sie dort auch Experimente durch, wie sie das schon in dem einen Wald getan haben oder in diesem Keller von der Einrichtung. Na, Eisen, was geht bei dir so ab? Ah, ich will neben ihm stehen, so. Nein, nicht so, sondern so.
It sounds like deciphering the text might take some time.
We should be prepared to wait it out here a while. Hopefully it'll all be worth it in the end.
I hope so too. But ancient Avarost is complex. It's not just a matter of knowing the grammar and vocabulary.
Oh? Then how exactly do you read it?
I'm not sure about the specifics myself, but from what I understand, you kind of have to intuit a lot of it.
A language based on guesswork? Thanks, old dead people. You're officially the worst.
Also das Ganze noch kompliziert zu machen dadurch.
Oh, ancient Avarost. You have the obstinacy of a spurned lover who refuses to move on.
Even for you, teacher?
It's this one crucial line. I can't wrap my head around it.
Well, from what you've taught me so far, it looks like it says... Saw, popo, mucho, sanchon.
Correct, but if you merely translate it word for word, it ends up saying, the parent hates tomatoes, the child eggplants.
Also ein Rätsel, oder was?
I doubt those have much to do with Innominat. Yeah.
Their grammar is nothing like ours. Sometimes you have to reorder the words, and even then the meaning can require leaps of logic and flashes of intuition.
Reordering? So like... San-san, pocho pocho, pocho musan, pocho musan. Can you read it that way?
Pocho musan. Now where did you get that from?
These words are lined up, like they repeat. And when I read this part that same way, it just felt right.
Pocho musan. If that's repeated here, then the passage turns into... the Nameless Empyrean.
Okay.
Empyrean!
Ho ho, that has to refer to Innominat. I think we're on to something. Alright, so if we apply this rule here, then... It would seem to be a book of children's counting songs.
It's not about Innominat?
What matters is what the song says, child. And I think you will be very interested in the words.
Also es scheint noch schon irgendwas
I wonder if they've made any
herauszufinden.
progress yet.
Shall we go check on them?
Oh, sind alle wieder in der Gruppe. Sehr schön. Dann schätze ich mal, haben wir hier draußen nichts mehr zu erledigen. Gucken wir uns mal an, wie weit die beiden sind. Scheint relativ gemütlich hier zu sein.
Well, any results?
Yes, well, thanks to the boy here. As it turns out, he has quite the knack for languages.
Only because I've got the best teacher.
Careful, honey tongue. You'll give this old girl ideas. Huh? Now, child, I'm sure they're curious about the song we unearthed. Why don't you read it aloud?
Yes, teacher.
Song?
Indeed.
8-headed is the lord of the land, with 7 mouths to devour malevolence. Through pulses of earth doth base nature's flow, as he awaits the time of awakening. 4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn, in sight of the full crimson moon. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart, the nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Therians?
Therians und der Blutrotbunte.
Essentially, this ancient text you found is an annotated volume of drawings and songs pertaining to Innominat.
Annotated? Then hurry up and just tell us what it means.
I'm sorry. So far we've only figured out how to read the song lyrics.
All right.
Ist nicht so leicht zu entziffern, ne?
I take it we're still in for a good long wait before it's thoroughly decrypted.
Likely so, but if we want to find out what the Abbey is up to, we need to know what's in this book, no matter how long it takes.
7 Köpfe. Dann der Erdenpuls wurde erwähnt.
What the Abbey's up to, is it?
I think we can learn much, even from the lyrics alone.
Okay.
The drawings depict him with 8 heads. One of them
7,
belongs to his
8
main
Köpfe, ja.
body, but the other 7 are his mouths. Those mouths consume malevolence, sending it along earth pulses back to that main body so he can awaken. The 7 monsters fitting that description are called
Therians.
Right. Now as for this malevolence, I have no idea what that means.
What about the second part?
I haven't studied much ancient history, but it said this world was created by 4 Empyreans: Earth, Water, Wind, and Fire.
Ja, wir lernen
But
so
they
einiges
also
über die
call
Story
Innominat
gerade
an
im Moment.
Empyrean. Perhaps a war broke out between Innominat and the other Empyreans that resulted in him being sealed away.
But if there is someone to connect with this divine power, the Therians will keep spawning. And just like that, Innominat will be revived. If we assume that Shepherd Artorius fits that bill, and that he's trying to reawaken Innominat, everything lines up.
Which means our job is to find these Therians and cut off Innominat's heads, so to speak.
But where do we even start looking for them?
Remember, the song states that the Therians in Innominat's body are connected through earth pulses. If their job is to feed Innominat, the most effective place to position them would be at the earth pulse points.
Points?
The place is where the power of earth pulses is concentrated.
Außerdem ist Velvet ein Therion.
Places with that sigil. Hey, remember the barrier that was keeping this bug in the forest?
Er hat auch so ein Symbol gehabt,
Wait,
ja.
are you trying to say that thing's a Therian? And yet, it would explain why the Abbey was keeping it locked up.
Vielleicht ist doch eines dieser
And there was
Greif
that
in
same
der...
barrier at the villa too.
Ja, eben.
That's right. Do you suppose that was also a Therian? Does that mean the Therians all come in different forms?
Should we go to Logres and check?
Ich glaube, das war zu früh.
We've just started deciphering the book. I'd hate to lose time on some fool's errand. I'd rather know at least a little more about what's in it before we make a move.
Something bothering you, Grim?
This line. The one about Therians being forever reborn.
Auf ewig wiedergeboren, ja. Da war ja diese Zeile.
I just felt the same thing as I did in Warg Forest.
Also könnte sein, dass hier ein Therion ist, vielleicht.
The needle's pointing in the direction of Amenoch's temple, Palamedes. Do I recall hearing that the Abbey took that over?
Temples and ritual sites are often built on places thought to be rich in spiritual energy.
Vielleicht haben sie auch eine Verbindung zum
Could the
Erdenpuls.
temple possibly be an Earth Pulse point?
There's lots of Earth Pulse points scattered all over the world. If there's only 7 Therians, most of them will be empty.
It's not like we have any better leads. If there's even a chance, shouldn't we go check it out?
Better than sitting around waiting on the book. If nothing else, we'll find out what Laphicet is sensing.
Just a theory, but if you were to kill a Therian...
What?
I guess there's only one way to find out. Never mind. Good luck out there.
Grimoire hat irgendwie ein interessantes Design und irgendwie erinnert sie mich doch ein bisschen an irgendeine Art, soll ich sagen, nicht ältere Frau, aber auf jeden Fall eine, die so eine ziemlich mysteriöse Aura um sich herum hat allgemein. Okay. So sieht's aus. Vor allen Dingen bin ich gespannt, weil es ja bei der ganzen Geschichte um Therians geht und auch Velvet ist eines von diesen sogenannten Therians. Also eine Art Hybrid zwischen Dämon und halt der Ursprungsform. So bin ich eigentlich sehr gespannt, was wir noch so alles erfahren werden, weil ich glaube, so ganz ohne weiteres wird das nicht an uns vorbeigehen. Es wäre dramatisch, wenn wir mitbekommen würden, dass auch Velvet sterben müsste, damit Innominat, also damit die Wiedergeburt von Innominat aufgehalten wird. Was eventuell auch ihr ultimatives Ziel unterstützen würde, Artorius zu besiegen, aber natürlich würde sie sowas in der Richtung eher nicht wollen. Die würde ihnen lieber das Schwert durch die Brust bohren und 20 Mal drehen, um sicher zu gehen, dass er wirklich stirbt. Aber wenn es dazu führen könnte, dass ja, Innominat halt nicht wiedergeboren wird und so das Ziel von Artorius aufgehalten wird, vielleicht auch eine Idee. Wer ist denn sie?
Who are you?
The innkeeper's daughter.
Okay.
I happened to overhear you all talking about going to Palamedes and...
Did you report us to the Abbey?
Report? But you already have an exorcist with you.
If you have any business, talk with her then.
Eleanor, dein Typ wird verdankt.
I'm Eleanor Hume, an exorcist with the Abbey. How might I be of service? I want you to look for someone. A mother and her child went to visit the Abbey grounds, but they haven't returned. They've both gone missing? Yes. The mother's name is Mahina. She's a priestess of Amenoch. And her little daughter's name is Kamoana. Hold on. If she's a priestess of Amenoch... Right. Ever since the Abbey booted her out from the temple, she's been regularly going back to make her objections heard.
Und jetzt ist sie nicht mehr aufgetaucht.
One day, she never returned home. And now her daughter has disappeared too. I
Das
can
hört sich
only
gar nicht
assume
gut an.
that she went to go look for her mother.
Oh, was ist der Mutter passiert und was ist ihr
And do you
passiert?
believe they're being held at the temple? Oh no, ma'am. I just can't imagine Mahina would abandon her daughter like that. Kamoana is next in line to succeed her, so she's had a strict upbringing, but her mother truly loves her. Please forgive Mahina for her protests. I was just hoping you could use the Abbey's resources to track them down. I will do everything in my power to find them. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like Kamoana, I grew up with only my mother as family. I can't help but worry for them.
Of course. Let's be off, Miss Exorcist.
Oje, oje, oje. Oh, da haben wir auch einen langen Weg vor uns, wie es aussieht. Ich würde mal sagen, wir machen an der Stelle mal einen Cut, sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Aber das, was wir so bisher gehört haben, macht uns Sorgen, ehrlich gesagt. Es kann sein, dass der Therion, den wir jagen, eventuell auch die Priesterin von dem Ort hier sein könnte. Oder ihre Tochter. Oder beide gleichzeitig. Egal, auf jeden Fall irgendwas in der Richtung scheint gerade los zu sein. Ich würde mal sagen, wir machen an der Stelle Schluss, sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal und schauen uns mal an, was in diesem Tempel von Amme noch denn so vor sich geht. In dem Sinne, bis zum nächsten Mal, Leute. Haut rein und ciao.